If you're looking for cheap NBA Live mobile coins to get some of these new Team of the Week players, go to MMOGO.com and use code Bobby at checkout for 5% off. What's up, ballers? We are back with some more NBA Live mobile. So if you logged into the game today, you probably saw there's actually an update for the app. At least for most people anyway. I saw some people were actually getting an update early, but I logged in on my Android device and on my iOS device, and I got it on both. So I'm pretty sure everybody received the update today. Basically what it said was it's mainly a gameplay update, and a lot of tweaks were made for the AI. So I've been doing some gameplay. I definitely like the changes that they've made, but they're also super different. So I'm going to give you guys some tips on how to play well with the new update. We're going to go ahead and just hop into some gameplay with our 90 overall. Well, I guess it's not a specific type of lineup. It's our NBA lineup. So we're going to go ahead and win this jump ball. You'll see right off the bat, it's basically like, okay. And it almost seems like the gameplay has changed since earlier today. So I was playing earlier, and it pretty much looked like you were playing in fast forward mode. This is definitely a change speed, so they might have done that since earlier today. But basically, they did make the AI a lot easier. This is really weird because I was playing earlier and it literally looked like I was playing NBA Live Mobile in 3x speed. So you see right there, Isaiah Thomas is obviously going to knock down that three-pointer because I wasn't playing good defense. But assuming you actually do play good defense on them, it makes it a lot easier. Now, they haven't fixed the bad timing thing yet where if you get +9, it's an automatic miss. But pretty much for the most part, if you stay in front of the people that you're supposed to be guarding, they're going to miss it. So right there, you can see I even got the rebound. I didn't have to deal with that offensive rebound crap. Klay Thompson knocked down his three-pointers like he should. So for the most part, I think the biggest change that they made is that they actually reward you for playing good defense. So really what that's resulted in for me is not really going for as many steals. Before I would go for a lot of steals, mainly because I knew if I didn't get a steal, even if it was either get a steal or the opponent scores. There was no in between, but now they actually make it possible to stay in front of defenders. And also, if you have a hand up on them, they're gonna miss the shot the majority of the time, which is, like, in my opinion, that's the way that it should be. That's the way it is in the NBA. Klay Thompson throwing down a dunk right there. So the gameplay is definitely a lot more realistic now. It's a lot easier to get stops. So like I said, you're probably going to want to go for steals less. I recommend turning on auto switch and basically as soon as they pass the ball, try to switch as soon as you possibly can. Oh, that's a bad pass. I'm surprised that made it over. And Klay driving in, kicking out. Oh, wide open shot by Kyrie. That's going to be... Okay, that's one of the frustrating things like I was talking about. Bad timing for +10 shots doesn't really make any sense. And Klay Thompson missing a layup right there. So that little segment right there is still pretty frustrating. They really do need to fix like +9s, +10s being bad timing. And honestly, that shot should not have gone in. I'm not even going to have time to get up a shot. So that was a little bit more of a frustrating quarter. Pretty much just because of the bad timing thing. Kyrie wide open for a mid-range. Kyrie's going to hit that 100% of the time in real life, and really the only reason that I missed it is because I didn't get +20 or +24, whatever it is for mid-ranges. So we're going to get another quarter of gameplay and hopefully actually be able to get some +20s because as of right now, that's like the only way to guarantee you're going to make a shot. And even if, I was challenged on that shot, so he should have missed it, and it goes both ways as well. Really, that three-pointer by Isaiah Thomas was the only one that shouldn't have gone in my opinion. And we're not playing defense on Russell Westbrook, so that's going to happen. We're going to get punished. Klay with a +9. Yep, that's going to miss pretty much every time. And he also had LeBron on him, but if that would have been a +20, with that Klay Thompson card, it would have been a bucket. I can guarantee you guys. And good defense right there, so they are going to miss it, and we just didn't have anybody down there boxing out. We are down 5-0, so not off to a great start. It's still, in my opinion, it's pretty realistic. I think they made it a little bit easier to dunk as well without getting bumped. So a lot of times, if you had a ton of momentum going towards the basket and you got bumped, you still didn't really have a shot. More bad defense right there. Honestly, that is my fault. We are down 2-7. What is this garbage? All right, +20 and probably heavily contested. Didn't say heavily contested, but that's what it was. So that was the reason I missed that shot. For some reason, it doesn't always say it, and it's definitely not easy to get rebounds, but it's easier than it was before. And I think one of the biggest gripes that people had before was that it was basically impossible to get defensive rebounds in the game, and it's definitely got a lot easier. Now, the one time I do feel safe going for steals is whenever the point guard is basically just sitting there doing dribble moves, not really doing anything. That's the one time I would suggest going for it, and I keep getting these Twitter notifications. So obnoxious, and probably gonna... Oh! Kawhi makes it, even though we only had a +9. So there will be some occasions where you'll be able to make the +9s. We got to switch back to Kyrie Irving because, like I said, you want to basically switch every time they pass the ball. Or you could play autoplay defense. Honestly, that would probably be pretty efficient. I don't know why Klay is helping off with the double team because that's going to leave him wide open. There's not anything I can do about that because, and that was just a bad pass. Nothing I can do about Klay double teaming because I'm not controlling him. So obviously the system is still not perfect and there are plenty of things that can be fixed, but for the most part they have fixed a lot of the issues that were there. We're going to pull up with Kawhi +20s, probably a bucket. There we go. So at least we don't lose the quarter. I'm probably going to do one more quarter of gameplay and see if there's anything else significant that I have noticed. Definitely not a good quarter of gameplay right there. We started out 2-7, but we brought it back. So one more quarter and hopefully we'll have all the changes to gameplay covered. So while I am happy that they did make these changes to gameplay, there are still some things I think they need to address. Even though the gameplay is a lot more playable now, there's still not really any reason to do gameplay, like especially head-to-head. The rep system just doesn't give you enough of a reward for it to actually be worth it for you to play head-to-head quarters. Like if there were Master Cards, we get goaltending right there. If there were Master Cards, then I could see it being worth it. I would actually have something to work towards, but that small reward of a little bit of rep every time you play a game is just simply not worth it to me because you got to play so many games. And I understand it goes up the more that you play, so the more games you play, then the more rep that you get each time you win a game. But even then, it's still relatively minuscule in comparison to the amount of time that you've got to spend playing. +9, that's probably... Ooh, knocks down the +9 with a hand in his face. That is one of the benefits of having these better cards because their stats are actually going to reward you now. Before, you didn't really get rewarded for it. There we go. Like, actual realistic defense is another thing that I've been enjoying because before... You could, that was a little bit of a questionable miss, but before, even when they would get, like, if they would get an offensive rebound, you could have, like, the best defense in the world in response to it, and it wouldn't matter. That's probably going to be all right. Merry Christmas to you, sir. Not sure how that went in. We're going to go down and show off Kyrie's dribble moves a little bit. You can play good defense on a, oh my gosh, we just put Curry on skates. Oh, Kyrie! You put him on skates, you got to make that. So yeah, like I was saying, before you could play perfect defense on an offensive rebound and it just straight up wouldn't matter because shots were unblockable, but you can actually affect shots now, and there we go. That's one of the rare times that I will go for a steal. We're going to try the corner cheese out right here. Kyrie knocking it down. But if they're just sitting at the top of the key dribbling, most of the time that's a sign that they're not going to try to go in for a move, and we get another steal right there. Probably, you know what? We might go for the 2-for-1. Oh, come on. Ow, come on. I pressed the jump button. Oh, bad timing, my butt. All right, Klay, take that. Take it, Klay. Whoa, that's going to be a miss, though. Ooh, that was dangerously close. So, yeah, lots of changes to gameplay. In my opinion, it has gotten a lot better. But let me know what you guys think of it, and let me know what you think they should add. I still think we need Master Cards because... like, why would you not have that? We don't have Master Cards, we don't have award winners, we don't have Supremacy, and I understand they're trying to move away from the weekly programs type of thing, but I think that's something that we all loved last season. I would definitely love to see it back in the game. The game is slowly improving, though, so I'm happy they had a gameplay update, and it's definitely a lot more playable now. There's a lot less cheese, a lot less to get frustrated about, and overall, definitely a lot better. Let me know your guys' thoughts down in the comments and drop a like if you guys enjoyed. Also hit the subscribe button if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time.